Strap in the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They're led out by the young man out of Stanford, their rookie quarterback.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Steelers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game, because a rookie quarterback getting to start in the NFL postseason, that's not normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who played well. He wants to be in the latter list.
2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
and he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now they try the right side here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 2.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 4 yards out. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 73 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer. And they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is fielded at the 27. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. And this is incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 2. Over the middle, it's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
These two teams all tied after one. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read.
Now the ball comes loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills.
Yep.
And, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
The Titans now just about ready to take over.
They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Right back to him on 1st down.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
And this is showing faith in a running back who just lost a fumble a minute ago. That was returned for a touchdown. Now, some coaches might let him think about on the bench for a bit, but he's right back out there. They're showing that they have confidence in him.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Then he'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
Ball start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll drop to throw.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patton. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Titans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. 73 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll give him 4 yards there, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Here's 2nd and 3.
The tight end in motion right. 2nd and 3. He's got his guy. It's Patton over the middle. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. this might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
There he goes again. Now look out to the 20.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had 2 great games yesterday, and we're just getting started here. The first of 3 more on this Wild Card Sunday. We'll get back out to you two in just a moment. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Here's 2nd and 8. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw here. He finds his receiver left side. This is Patton. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Walsh. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
126 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
On play action, they'll throw. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Titans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steelers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Bill Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 36-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Titans! A great effort there. 36 yards.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Here's 3rd and 3.
He'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Going underneath to the tight end, Green.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 1. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 152 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
The slot man in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Titans add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Back to throw.
That one behind his man, incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. Oh, some strong running.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And now out come the Steelers.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bishop. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll set up to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result, this is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 171 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 1st down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
Now he's into the clear again.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
But I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6.
And the Titans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL